So the point of this video today, I wanted to talk about inspiration. I know that, like writers, visual artists get artist block. A lot of times we don't know what to make next. And I think that there's a problem with this for a couple reasons. One is, the obvious. The second problem with artist block is that when you do tend to get inspiration, you run with an idea until you run it into the ground, and sometimes those ideas don't get finished. I've found, I don't know if you could call it a philosophy, but what I think works, just an idea to approach things. And one is to, instead of making function follow form, which seems to be the accusation of the world at artists, is to make the form follow function. So this sculpture is sitting on top of a clock face. This is going to be a minute dial for a astronomical calendar clock that I'm building. And what I found with building these clocks is that I have a great excuse to start throwing sculptures on top. And I find that really inspiring, because then the form dictates, the form of the clock, the function of the clock rather, dictates the form that I sculpt. So I will show you the clock. I hope it gets you excited. And as you begin to work your sculpture, you begin to recognize what is working, what's not working. You challenge yourself, you grow through it, which is good. Really nice, that you can be proud of. I'm already running into problems with her, and that's okay. You gotta start. I've taught classes, and the only thing I could tell people that were stuck was, well, keep going until you realize what's not working, and then you can change directions. So it's not good to sit on your hands. So she's been on hold because I've been working on other things, but I started her because I was getting very anxious about what my last project was, and so I used her as a creative outlet to kind of get out of my head. And here she sat. I'm getting upset about it. So I really want to get this clock put together where I can work with her more on the clock. So this is the clock, and believe it or not, this minute dial here is the actual dial that the 8-inch sculpture will sit on, where she reached across from like yay to yay. So the idea is that on this clock, I can't back this out anymore. This is one of Clayton Boyer's designs. Dr. Clayton Boyer. He and his wife have a website, lisaboyer.com. She does quilts. He does clock plans. This design is about 10 years old, I think. Anyway, I thought it was a beautiful design, very inspiring, the way that these medieval folk approached the world. And so I wanted to put some figures on it. It's my excuse. So this was inspired by the Prague astronomical calendar clock, Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic. Theirs had a gold hand. So I took one of my other sculptures and I gave it a little shot, cut the hand off, gold leafed it. I changed Clayton's design quite a bit because I really wanted to do the astronomical clock. The original astronomical clock has 1, 2, 3, 4 figures. So anyway, I have yet to cut all the gears for this, but the idea is that now I have a platform for the sculptures. This I was just working out the idea how this is going to work because I'm doing some other stuff. I can't stop myself once these ideas start rolling through my mind. And this one deviated, other than mechanical function, it deviated in design quite a bit from Clayton's, but I'm going to make this a Caesar cipher, like the old decoder rings that kids used to have. So that'll be fun. Add a little mystery to the clock on top of something that already looks archaically mysterious, and it'll be good. So I do have the Eye of Providence that's going to go up here, and I just need to kind of touch that up and gold leaf it. The figure's going to go on here. I do want to have another figure here to kind of balance out the form. And then the pendulum will hang from here, and the clock bob will have its own type of design inspired by the astronomical clock of Prague. I got a minor in art history during my BFA, and you just pour over a lot of ancient art, and some people might think that it's pretty boring. We used to kind of joke about that on our cigarette breaks. I don't smoke anymore. Do something that's like functional like this. You know, you can incorporate a sculpture into it. Bookends are a classic example. You want to do a bookend, then you figure out, you know, you can start having fun, like having a character push up against the books, or sitting there with his back up against the books, or, you know, however you want to do it. And then, you know, get started that way. Candlesticks, again, that would be a form following function. And these are all perfectly acceptable. So this is my clock project. As I get it going, if you want to follow me, I'll be bringing it up. But I just wanted to get this out there and talk about possibly helping other people get over this artist block. My remedy for artist block these days is to create clocks and put figures on it. It's an excuse. Or, for example, I'm really into Mercedes cars, and Andromeda was inspired because she was going to hold a Mercedes star. And as I worked into the figure, I wanted to make her a nude, and that's why I called her Andromeda, because it looks like she's chained to the rocks. But it was intentionally meant to hold a Mercedes star. So, you know, you don't have to make things that are going to be world changing, or, you know, make your mark in the art world. Just make something. You know, at the end of the day, I think a lot of artists struggle with self-love, and you know, we're trying to shake up the world so we can leave our mark. I hope this helps. I hope you like the piece, honestly. So that was a long-winded answer, but I really hope that that helps somebody out there who's going through the artist block. You know, you don't have to be completely practical, but let your form follow function, and it might take you places. Sometimes we have more freedom and limitation. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but that's what I got. Hey, if you guys found this helpful, please like and subscribe. Please check out the description below, see if there's anything that can help you along in your journey in your studio. Maybe you want to share this on your social media links. And may I also say that there is greatness inside of you. Sometimes you just need to give yourself an excuse to let it shine. Unlock the belief that you are bigger than you can imagine. There is greatness inside you. Please like and subscribe. You guys take care. Thanks.